what are some predictions for Stranger Things Season 5? The finale.
I'm so excited.
It is.
I love having this conversation.
He hasn't finished.
Season
It doesn't matter.
4.
Continue.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah, he hasn't finished Season 4, but just...
Don't give any spoilers.
Don't bring up anything that
I won't.
We're in early Season 4.
Early Season 4 right now. The rest of us have seen the whole show, but we're getting him caught up. But it's just, think about, I know it's...
I think Jonathan's a goner. I think he's dead. And I love Jonathan. And I don't know. Because I love the Jonathan, Nancy, Steve, love triangle. But I think that someone in that love triangle has to die. I think someone's going to go. And I think it's going to be Jonathan. I think he's done.
I still kind of wish that Steve and Nancy were.
I don't. That, or I think that Steve might die because he's very, he puts himself first, or not himself, he puts other people first, and he's very, he puts himself in danger to save, the kids. And so I think that there's a very real possibility.
The children love...
I think that there's a very real possibility... I think that there's a very real possibility that he's... Y'all got me on my nerd topic. I don't think y'all want to get into this. This is a serious conversation.
This is my nerd topic. I love this.
No, you don't understand.
No,
I think
I love this conversation.
I think that there's a very real possibility he will die because of his characteristics, and his character development is pretty much completed itself by the end of Season 4. He's kind of done the full, complete character arc change, and I think that there's no reason to, he's not gonna... There's nothing more they can drag on about him, so they can build him up perfectly, and then he dies. Yeah, I think that he very...
But yes, now he's perfect for Nancy.
No. I think so. I think Jonathan's perfect for... I think they're too good together.
He's a much better fit for Nancy than Jonathan.
Why?
Jonathan's a dud.
Yeah.
Why?
Jonathan's a dud. He's a dud. I don't know why.
Is it because he's weird?
Yes.
So it is?
Yes.
Is it because he's weird and he's not just
he's
like...
weird and he's unambitious and
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean?
I think he's a very complex character. He's also very selfless in the fact that he cares about his family more than anything. And he's very family oriented, and so is Nancy.
Every character is complex. However, he's a dud. He's a complex dud. Sorry.
He was doing nothing with his life in this past season.
Yeah. And he was the one that she was like, we got to go to work. We got to be on time when they were working at the newspaper in Season 3. And he was like, it's fine. Just relax.
No. The point of that was that she's trying to get there so fast because she's the woman in the situation. And in the 80s, women weren't really taken seriously. So she's trying to get there very fast because she's the woman. And
I'm aware.
It's fine.
I'm not saying that she wasn't trying to get there because she wasn't treated the same. I'm saying that he was like, relax, it doesn't matter. That's a dud. That's a dud. A guy who doesn't take his work seriously, doesn't show up on time, doesn't do the right thing. Dud. And then look at him in Season 4. What is he doing? He's hanging out smoking weed with Argyle or whatever his name is. And dud. He's like, I got into this community college, but I'm too scared to tell or whatever. Dud. Sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a
goal or ambition or...
I think I have 3 predictions. I think Emma's right. She can tell her theory about Will in a minute. But I think I like her theory.
We're talking about Will.
Well, I'm saying I have 3 predictions. I think that... Who's I going to say? I think Robin's going to die because nobody's expecting it.
I think Dustin's going to die because it would be the most heartbreaking. Let me be clear. I don't want Dustin to die. However, if he dies, it would be the most heartbreaking. It would be the character that everyone would just be like,
But do you know what would be even more heartbreaking? If Steve dies and Dustin's there. Because then it's like a two-peat. You know what I mean? It's like Dustin doesn't have a father figure or an older brother. It's just him and his mom. And so if Dustin loses Steve, who's become this older brother father figure for him, it's going to be devastating because then he's just alone.
Well,
he's on his own. Because none of his friends take him seriously. He's kind of just he's just there. He's the funny one. He's the joke. No one really cares for Dustin, it feels like he's kind of just an outsider. But when Steve came in, he became something more.
Yes, but counterpoint, think about how much more devastating it would be for Steve to know that he failed to protect Dustin because he is Dustin's father figure, older brother, whatever. And it's his job to try to like take care of the kids, right? He's the babysitter. If one of them dies on his watch, he's going to carry that guilt with him forever. So he would be absolutely destroyed if something happened to Dustin because Dustin is the one he is closest with. They have their like secret handshake with the lightsabers and everything.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from.
I'm not saying that they will kill Dustin.
Well, no, I can see where you're coming from. I just think that Steve's going to die because everyone's building it up. But I also think that it'd be kind of big, just bad writing if Steve dies because, like, that's what everyone's expecting. Everyone thinks Steve's going to die. And everyone's been saying that for a long time.
I felt so bad. I felt so bad for in season 3 whenever they just neglected Dustin for a whole season and then showed up and was like, hey, man, I'm sorry. And then disappeared again.
Yeah, they were kind of all like, yeah.
Yeah. It was all like, they were all kind of off in their different pods, which made it hard.
I think they're just growing up, too. I think they were kind of just, like, realizing there's different things, different people, different love interests. They're just kind of growing and changing.
Yeah, that's what happens. Friends grow up and they kind of grow apart a little bit.
Penguins go up.
I think
Penguins go down. Sorry.
I just really want Will to have a happy ending. And I feel so bad. Like, he makes me feel so maternal. Like, just, like, he's never had a good, like, Will never has, like, a good moment. You know what I mean?
He
like,
makes you feel maternal?
He's 6 years older than
just
you.
looking at him, just, like, and, like, just his character. Like, just, like, him in, like, season 1, season 2. Like, I just feel very, like, bad for him because he's, like, he never has anything good happen. He's neglected by everyone in that friend group.
He gets the girl. What do you mean he doesn't have anything good
Will?
happen to him? Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Will?
Well, not
Will's the gay one.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's
As
the
I
one.
was saying, Will is, like, he's neglected. And if you watch the show from a point of view of just, like from Will, he's very much in love with Mike, and it's so obvious the entire show. If you just go back and watch it, he's so in love with Mike.
Duh.
And he knows that he can never, like communicate that to Mike clearly. And I think that he's never going to get a happy ending because he, like, no one sees him other than his mom and Jonathan. And, like, I feel like he has this, like, jealousy towards Elle because, like, she's, like, Mike has her, and Will's never going to have that. And it's obvious throughout the show. I also think that, like, 11 deserves better because she's just, like, she's also neglected. And I think that she just deserves, like, more than Mike and what Mike can give her. Because Mike's also, like, severely traumatized, and, like, I feel like everyone overlooks him, too. Like, I feel like he's also very, like, an overlooked character in the show.
I think that Dustin and Will are going to become best friends because even though they don't live in the same town,
They are best friends.
I mean, like, they're going to grow closer. Like, you know how Mike and, I don't know, like, Mike and Lucas are super close? Like, I think they're going to grow super close because they're, like, kind of outside of the friend group in the last 2 seasons.
I think that Mike and Will are going to get closer again because they are, like, the 2 best friends. Like, no one cared as much about Will in the first season as Mike did. Like, Mike cared the most. He wanted to, like, he was the one who wanted to find Will. Like, he was very, like, that's what he wanted. Because all he wanted to do was find Will. And and throughout the show, he's the one who's there for Will the most. And he's always, like, looking out for Will and taking care of Will. And I think that it just, like, they're building it up. And it's just been, like, I honestly think that in, like, some way, maybe not end up together, but I think that they're going to have something happen because, like, I mean, no one writes a 10-year-long slow burn rejection. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch it from that, like, this, like, the writing, the cinematic, like, view thing, it would be bad writing for them to build up this relationship between these 2 characters to just, like, end on a bad note.
Yeah, I just disagree. I just don't think that
Why?
Mike's not gay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my opinion.
Because he loves 11.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion.
Okay, that's fine.
I wonder how weird it was for everybody sitting there whenever she was getting bullied and the people that were just trying to skate and everybody was calling her Jane and then Michael's just screaming, "Elle! Elle! Come back!"
I mean, maybe they probably just thought it was like a middle name or something like that, you know? I totally forgot that she cracked that girl in the face with the roller skate.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.